A lot of folks got this wrong, but the holiday season is coming to Epic Universe at the Universal Orlando Resort. I'm going to cover what we can expect for the holidays as well as New Year's. I'm going to get into everything, including which portals are celebrating and which are not. Starting off with the dates, because when is the holiday season at the Universal Orlando Resort? Well, it's going to run from November 21st, 2025 through January 4th, 2026. So you have a chunk of time to experience the holiday season all around the resort. So all three theme parks will have some things, as well as resort hotels. You usually see stuff in City Walk as well. So often there's also Christmas music, not every single place, but you will hear holiday music in many spots as well, just to kind of flare things up. But next thing is, what's happening with Epic Universe? What can we expect for the holiday season? So we know that the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic will get a holiday overlay. There's going to be seasonal decorations around now. We don't know exactly what that will look like. It's set in Paris 1920s, so my guess is it'll be in line with that. But for now, we do know that that is happening for the holiday season there. In addition, there's going to be hot butter beer, which has sort of become a staple of having a drink when you go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, because Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade Village at the other parks do decorate and also have seasonal snacks and things like that. And then there's also usually like the Frog Choir, so you get a little bit of extra. Plus they have that holiday projection show on the castle. So there's lots of stuff that typically happens to the other ones. And even though I don't think they're going full force in the Wizarding World at Epic Universe just yet, maybe in the future there'll be a little bit of extra stuff. But I kind of wonder, because they have some of the live acts with, you know, some of the creatures and things like that, the Fantastic Beasts. Could they implement maybe a little bit of surprise elements there with some seasonal entertainment, if you will? I think it's possible. Universal usually just kind of likes to tell us what's happening, and then they like to trickle in little exciting things that happen as we get closer to the holiday season beginning. So maybe we'll hear some extra stuff being added. But for guests visiting during this time who want a little bit of holiday magic, they're gonna definitely get that there. Drink that hot butter beer, which is kind of like, I don't know, a hot chocolate version of butter beer. I don't know, to me it kind of is almost more like a coffee, but doesn't taste like coffee. I don't know how to better explain that. But then in addition, there will be seasonal holiday merchandise that you can pick up around the Ministry of Magic. So we haven't seen any of that just yet, but we do know that it's coming. So maybe I'll post more in the description if I see anything, or I'll add it to a post in the notes if I see anything that really stands out and makes it worthwhile checking out. In addition to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter getting a holiday overlay for the very first time, we are also going to get holiday overlay in Celestial Park. So this is going to be that grand entrance. This is very like cosmic themed. We're going to see decorations around there. My guess is they'll be pretty tastefully themed to what Celestial Park feels like. I don't think they're just gonna drape garland everywhere. If they do, maybe they'll have like little stars and things to tie it in better with the land. Universal's usually pretty good at it, and you do kind of get that sense that those decorations look like they belong there when they roll them out. But that's pretty much it for those. Those are the two portals that are getting holiday decorations. I think we'll also hear holiday music playing throughout Celestial Park, maybe different kind of versions of it to tie it in better to the land. But you will get a bit of the holiday spirit when you're in there. I think that is the ultimate goal. There's more, but I do want to say before I cover what else there is to expect, that the other portals, Super Nintendo World, even though it has holiday overlay in Japan and Hollywood, is not going to get one this year at least. My guess is they will roll one out in time, because there's like that snowman Mario and Luigi. There's also usually garland and things like that. It does look pretty cool during the holiday season, and I kind of expect them to roll stuff out in the future. But right now, we are not going to see that at Epic Universe. So maybe in 2026 or 2027, that's when the seasonal stuff will roll out for Super Nintendo World. And then we don't have anything for Isle of Berk or Darkmoor, which is Dark Universe. So I don't know, I think it might be kind of cool if Dark Universe had maybe some snowfall. They don't have to do that much. Maybe just a little snowfall at night, just to kind of give it that wintry vibe. That might look pretty cool and eerie with that music. I don't know, maybe they kind of tested some ideas, or maybe this is stuff they're gonna roll out in the future, but we'll have to wait and see. And if you're like, well, How to Train Your Dragon doesn't have holidays. Well, no, it actually does. There have been some holiday specials. They have their own little like holiday that they have for that franchise. So maybe we will see like food, snacks, characters, and things like that roll out in the future for Isle of Berk and also for Dark Universe. But right now, nothing for the other 3 portals other than the 2 that I just described. But there are a couple more things, including what's happening for New Year's. So we do know that all 11 Universal Orlando Resort hotels are getting some type of holiday overlay inside them. Usually there's like a Christmas tree. They'll sometimes do a Hanukkah menorah that they light and things like that, just to kind of tie in a bunch of the different holidays. And then in the gift shops, you might be able to find some of the holiday merchandise that people like to pick up. So there's gonna be stuff, I think, to check out at the hotel. So if you are staying at Terra Luna or Stella Nova or Grand Helios, which are the ones that are by Epic Universe, and Grand Helios is the one that's actually attached to the park, I do expect there to be some seasonal decorations in there. Also, I would not be surprised if there's holiday music playing as you're in the lobby. So you will have the festive feeling when you're traveling especially during December, you know, traveling during the holiday season. And New Year's, what's gonna happen? Is Epic Universe gonna have a New Year's celebration? Well, yeah, actually all 3 parks are going to have some sort of New Year's celebration. Universal has not given us any details. I wouldn't be surprised if there's fireworks, but again, Universal hasn't given us details, so we don't know that quite just yet. But if there are any exciting updates, I will keep you posted. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I want to know, what would you like to see added for the holiday decorations or seasonal or anything like that at Epic Universe? What are your ideas? Let me know in the comments below. If this video was fun, hit the like button. It really does help me out. I'm David Vaughn. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.